Welcome to the dark side. Well, in addition to being an honorary member of the Rebel Legion organization, you were also bestowed honorary membership in the 501st Legion in September of last year, 2009. That presentation took place in Germany, so I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that event.
Yes, well, I was actually going over to Germany for another event, for a charity event in Bochum, for this Christian charity thing, which I kind of got involved with. And I got this phone call just beforehand from a friend of mine, Marcus Rao, who's the commander of the White Shadow Squad, pt.2 is the code name, and he said to me, "Oh, we want to take you out for an evening meal on when you arrive on the I think it's on the 17th." I said, "Yeah, that's fine. That'd be great." He said, "We'll get the White Shadow Squad and we'll book a restaurant." I said, "Fine." So I got to Düsseldorf Airport, went to the hotel, got myself together, and then I was picked up, taken to this wonderful restaurant, like a beer keller, German beer keller. Sitting there having a beautiful meal with my friends, a lot of people I've known for a few years now, and I was sitting at the table, and you can see it on YouTube actually. I was sitting there, suddenly most of my friends had disappeared from the table, and then suddenly there's all these guys dressed in costume as the Sith Lord and stormtroopers and bounty hunters and all around me, and I was quite shocked by it all. I was, what's happening? And then they suddenly brought this package, and they said, "Stand up," and I started opening it, and then I opened it, and I found this beautiful laser plaque with the 501st my name on it, and I was like, I made a little joke about it, but I was really quite taken back by it. It really I was quite tearful actually, but I held my tears back because the Germans don't like you crying in front of other guys. But I was so it was such a wonderful experience to get that, and it's more than if I got an Oscar. It's more important to me than anything to getting that.
A very humbling experience, I'm sure.
Oh, it really was, and I only started conventions in 2006 after many people writing to me to my to Equity, British Actors Equity, and I only started doing it when someone twisted my arm to do it, and I've done quite a few, and I've done quite a lot for charity, and I love doing it. I love my old friends, Alan and Richard Parmentier and Garrick Hagan's a good friend of mine. It's really good to. I'll be honest with you, with the Star Wars universe, I've noticed that every single fan, every single person connected with Star Wars are the most nicest people you'd ever meet.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
I really mean that. They're really kind people and really nice people. And I'm a fan myself, and I love to go to conventions, not because of making money out of autographs and things like that. That's not my intention. My intention is to spread the force, spread the goodness of the force, really.
Right.
And the side.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, Star Wars fans are absolutely the best. Well, according to your website, Star Wars isn't the only thing you've done. Your website, which is kind of interesting, it's web.mac.com/ZenLyons. You've done work on other movies, including The Shining, Kroll, a number of James Bond films, and another Lucasfilm production entitled Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Can you tell us a bit about how you got the part as a Nazi trooper in that film?
Okay, right. Going back a few years, I auditioned for the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie in Covent Garden at some ladies' spa. I forget the name of it now. And I auditioned, and I went away, and within a week, I got a phone call from the assistant director saying, you can start filming in a few weeks' time. You're going to be one of the Nazis in one of the final scenes with the Ark of the Covenant, and they were going to make a kind of copy of my face because obviously the Nazi gets destroyed at the end of the movie. Anyway, unfortunately, I booked my holiday to Portugal at that time, and I couldn't do it. So going forward a few years, there was an assistant director called Lee Cleary, who's now the first assistant on the X-Men trilogies, and he called me up, and I ended up going to Elstree Studios, and it was one of three of us playing, again, Nazi, I always get picked as Germans, Nazi officer, and obviously got to the stage at Elstree, and there I was as one of the Nazi guys or Nazi troopers who kind of roused up Harrison Ford in that scene, the penultimate scene of the movie. It was great to work on. We had a lot of guests come up. We had Paul Hogan, Michael Jackson come on set. It was great to see John Rhys Davies again, because I've known him for many years, worked with him on many films. Great. He calls me my pal, Derek. And it was, you know, and Sean Connery. I spoke to Sean quite a bit, and I had worked with his son Jason quite a bit. And he said, "Oh, what was Jason like? Was he nice?" I said, "Yes, he was. He's your son." He goes, "Oh, that's good. He wasn't stuck up, was he?" I said, "No."
He's concerned about his son.
Well, sorry.
He was concerned about his son. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he was concerned. He's a really nice guy. I love Sean Connery. Good bloke. And we sang Happy Birthday to Harrison Ford when it was his birthday. Everyone said, like, Harrison's off set now, we're going to bring this cake up, and when he comes up, we're going to sing Happy Birthday. And they brought this massive cake up. He walked up on the set. It was like a very high set on this kind of rostrum, you know, because of this kind of last scene where it all kind of splits and breaks up, you know. And he comes up and we start singing Happy Birthday, and he was so red, he was so embarrassed. You know, but he was great. I got this book here, which Spielberg, George Lucas, and Harrison and Sean Connery wrote in, and I've got it here still. It's worth a fortune now, I suppose. But I say, George Lucas actually remembered me from the very first Star Wars movie. Funny enough, I don't know how he did, but he did. And he was, unless he was just being courteous, but he was so nice to me.
Well, I now have a new reason to go out and get a Rebel Honor Guard action figure. And speaking of George Lucas...
I'll send you one.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I'll send you one. Let me know.
Okay. Definitely. Oh, I wouldn't mind one with an autograph. That'd be great. But
we'll do that. No problem.
Well, thanks. I'll add it to my collection. You mentioned George Lucas being an awesome guy. He really is. I recently required a George Lucas autograph to put on my wall after all these years. I finally got one.
Yeah, but on my one, it's actually on my website. He put to Derek, may the force be with you, and he doesn't really do that anymore. He just puts George Lucas, doesn't he? And he actually writes his signature's not like full signature. He does it really squiggled now.
Yeah, it's very scribbly. You wouldn't know it's him unless you know it's him.
Yeah, you change.
Give yourself to the dark side.